everyone, my name is Eric Hopkins, aka JEL. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den, and this is my Monday Night Raw recap for June 17th, 2024. It started off with a bang. We got Seth Rollins returning from his injuries over the last few months. Obviously, at WrestleMania, he clearly had a bad knee. He's had a bad back and all sorts of things like that. So apparently, it looks like he's back and ready to roll because he got in the ring and pretty much immediately is getting a title match. That is the one thing I kind of have a problem with this here. Is just guys just randomly getting title matches. And this happens in AEW, it happens in WWE, it happens everywhere. But at the same time, Seth Rollins was the last man to hold that title. Well, if you don't count Drew McIntyre's 5-minute reign at WrestleMania, but he looks like he's gunning for Damian Priest, and possibly it appears we're going to be getting this match at Money in the Bank on July 6th. So, yeah, right away we got Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank for the World Heavyweight Championship here on Monday Night Raw. So, yeah, that could be a very excellent match. I don't know exactly who's going to win that match necessarily. If Seth's ready to come back, I guess you could put the title on him, but you got to remember, Gunther is waiting in the wing for whoever is going to come out of that title match for the championship at SummerSlam. So, yeah, it could be a very good match, but at the same time, Gunther is probably going to be the one to take the title at SummerSlam. So, I don't know if you hot shot the title to Seth Rollins just to have Seth versus Gunther at SummerSlam, but I guess you could. I don't know if that match would sell better than Gunther versus Damian Priest, but we'll have to wait and see what they do. But this match should be a banger, no doubt about it. Otis and the Alpha Academy finally decided they've had enough of Chad Gable's nonsense, and Otis officially says we're done as they walk off away from him after shoving him in the ring earlier in the night. So apparently it appears that this is officially over with, and we'll probably end up getting Otis versus Chad Gable one-on-one at some point. Chad Gable has higher aspirations going for the Money in the Bank briefcase, as he will be challenging for a qualifying spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match coming up in the pay-per-view. But that match will be taking place in Indianapolis, Indiana on next week's Monday Night Raw, where he will be going up against Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman to see if he can qualify for the Money in the Bank. Got a tall task ahead of him here, but I'd love to see Chad Gable actually get into that ladder match and actually possibly win the briefcase. I think he could do a great job with it. It'd be a way to kind of further advance his character here. But apparently, I would assume that Chad Gable will eventually be lining himself with the Creed brothers and possibly Ivy Nile to kind of replace the current Alpha Academy with the new. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But good to see the Alpha Academy finally say they had enough, and Otis especially saying we're done. And I can't wait to see where they go with Otis as well. Elsewhere, we had other qualifying matches for the Money in the Bank ladder match. We got Jey Uso advancing over Finn Balor and Rey Mysterio, and Io Sky also advancing on the women's side of things for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match as well. So good to see that. I think Io Sky could definitely probably use a little bit of this boost after WrestleMania. She's been having some issues with damage control as of late, and it's been good to see her get back to her winning ways as well. So love to see this. We also got Drew McIntyre in the ring, and he said he pretty much screw this company and I quit. Now, obviously, Drew McIntyre in real life re-signed with the company not too long ago, so he will definitely be with WWE for like an extended period of time here. But in storyline, he is officially fed up with everything. CM Punk screwed him out of the title at Clash at the Castle. So, yeah, this is probably a way for him to say I quit so he could show up on Friday Night SmackDown, considering the WWE draft and the roster split's supposed to keep people away from the other show that they've not been drafted to. So maybe this could be a way to kind of write Drew McIntyre, say, hey, he's not part of the Raw roster because he quit so he could show up on SmackDown. However, CM Punk is just going over to SmackDown this week because SmackDown is in Chicago, his hometown. So this could be a great spot for Drew McIntyre to completely attack and destroy CM Punk on SmackDown this week in his hometown, much like CM Punk screwed over Drew McIntyre in his home country of Scotland at Clash at the Castle. So this feud is going to be pushed even further, and hopefully CM Punk will be able to say that he is cleared to wrestle, and we can officially get this match at SummerSlam. So I can't wait to see this, and hopefully this will be a great thing to see moving forward. But obviously the I Quit segment here on Monday Night Raw was clearly just storyline. No need to worry about him leaving the company anytime soon. The Intercontinental Championship division is also looking very strong here after Sami Zayn is officially done with Chad Gable. Looks like he's going to be getting challengers from Braun Breaker, Sheamus, and possibly even Ludwig Kaiser. So, yeah, that could be a very good little wrinkle here. We got a lot of great contenders for the Intercontinental Championship, and I'm excited to see where they take all that as well. And, of course, we got the official debut. This is the biggest thing that happened on Monday Night Raw this week. The official debut of the Wyatt Six. We've got Uncle Howdy returning to carry on the legacy of Bray Wyatt here. So we've got, the Wyatt Six pretty much destroyed everybody at the end of the show. It looked like a horror movie. The entire gorilla position was laid out. Everybody in the back, Chad Gable here on the ground was bloodied up and beaten. Looked like possibly Gunther might have even been beaten up. We had all sorts of people in the back looked like maybe Braun Strowman was laying down. There was like everybody that was in gorilla position. We didn't see Triple H, but I would assume that maybe him or Adam Pearce might have been laid out as well. Anybody who was in that position was laid out, and this was very well done. And apparently, we now know that the Wyatt Six looks like it'll be consisting of uh, Uncle Howdy, obviously portrayed by Bray Wyatt's real life brother Bo Dallas. We've also got Joe Gacy from NXT. We got Eric Rowan returning as well. Dexter Loomis, and of course Nikki Cross looks to be filling out the Wyatt Six here. Now, obviously, the Wyatt Six obviously is a reference to six members potentially, or the fact that they're sick, SICK, as the actual new logo is actually kind of hinting at here. So could we be getting a potential six member sometime down the line here? Absolutely, we could. Or it could just be, a reference to the fact that they're sick in the head, so to speak. But the sixth member could obviously be Alexa Bliss. That's very well possible. We'll just have to wait and see if that actually is where they end up going with this. But it could make a lot of narrative sense considering her history with Bray Wyatt as well. So we'll just have to wait and see where they go here. But I thought this look was absolutely outstanding. This was one of the better debuts in wrestling history. Obviously, Uncle Howdy we've seen before in the last year or so, but it's just good to see him come back and to carry on Bray Wyatt's legacy here. Because if you actually sat down and watched the Bray Wyatt documentary on the WWE Network on Peacock, you know that Bray Wyatt had many more plans for his iterations of his characters and things like that. So I'm glad to see that his brother in real life is carrying this forward. Can't wait to see what they do with this. And I'm just so happy that WWE is paying homage to Bray Wyatt's legacy, and I can't wait to see where they take this. And obviously, we may not even get a sixth member here too as well. There's a lot of speculation going around that the sixth member could actually just be the lamp itself, and it could like personify Bray Wyatt himself as part of this group. So it may only be five members, but either way, I think it's going to be outstanding, and I can't wait to see where they take this. One of the better finishes on Monday Night Raw I've seen in recent memory. This was actually one of the best Monday Night Raws I've seen in a long time, especially this year. I thought they did an excellent job, and I can't wait to see where Triple H and the creative team takes this moving forward. But a lot of intriguing elements on Monday Night Raw this week. A lot of intriguing elements in WWE right now in general. So I can't wait to see where they take it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. But comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until my next video, guys, take care and God bless.